everybody. We are here to present the lesson plan we prepared for the PCC activity. My name is Jane.
And my name is Fernanda.
We are going to start presenting the lesson plan with all the steps we did, and then we are going to talk a little bit about the approach, the TBLT approach that was used to develop this lesson plan.
So this lesson plan will be based on the TBLT approach, or the text-based language learning and teaching. So the description of the group of students, this class is designed for adults, learners, studying in an English course school. And the group will have around 10 students. And about the class duration is twice a week for an hour.
We will use subjects related to real-life events in this lesson, so that students can associate this lesson with the things that happen in their real life. We think in this way the students will be better prepared, or will feel more confident to interact with their classmates during the class. It's not required many extra papers to use in this lesson. We're just going to use a handout with the activities that we are going to use. So in this handout, we're going to have some news. In this case, we are going to use current news and some extra blank paper just for the assessment.
And we prepare a lot of activities for this class. First of all, the class will start with a warm-up activity, followed by the reading or listening part, and then the discussion and the assessment.
The warm-up activity is very important in this lesson, so that the students can know what will be talked about during the lesson. So the teacher should start the classes greeting the students and tell them that the subject of the day is sport. And the students will talk to their classmates to find out things about sports. So in small groups, they will ask the classmates what their favorite sports are, the sports that they like to watch, if they practice any kind of sports, and the ones they don't like, and the reasons of that. So they need some time to do that. When they finish that, they should go back to the big group and share this information with the other students. After that, the teacher can ask some questions about sports as well. For example, most famous sport in Brazil, like everybody knows that soccer, everybody likes it, but discuss about that so the students will be motivated to discuss. And also talking about the famous players, and of course the World Cup. And after this activity, we prepare a reading activity. So the teacher will give each of the students the handout called A Celebration of Football, that talk about the next World Cup that will happen here in Brazil in 2014. So the teacher will read this text and explain any words that they might not know. So the teacher will read text with the students. Following that, so we did the warm-up activity, they discussed it, they read about the subject. Now is the time for the assessment. So in smaller groups again, ask the students to write the questions to the other group about the text that they just read. So they cannot look at the handout. This is just to check if what they learned about it, or what they can improve their vocabulary about the subject. So each group will ask the questions to the other group, and the other group, of course, needs to answer it. So we're going to have another discussion about the same subject. And also, if there is enough time, or as a homework, the teacher can ask the students to write an essay about what the World Cup means to them.
And about our approach, the TBLT, we have some authors that discuss about this approach, especially what a task is. For For example, according to Ellis 2003, a task is a primarily focus on meaning, what means that the teacher will not specify to the students what they will have to do. So they will choose the linguist and non-linguist resource necessary to do the task.
Continue with the description of the approach. In the TPLT approach, the students have a great responsibility in the class. This is not a traditional class where the teacher explains a subject, the students listen and do activities about it. The students will do the lesson, not do, but like they will interact, so the teacher will only monitor the lesson. The teacher will not be the main point of the class. The students will be. So they have to be very responsible because they know they will be they will have a central role in the class. And also they have a great freedom to choose how to do the task. Like the teacher will propose something and they will decide what's the best way to complete that task.
And another author called Brandon suggests that the tasks performed by the students in the classroom should be similar to the ones performed outside the class. So because the tasks should make the students use their cognitive skills that would naturally occur when performing real-life situations. And this subject, we believe, about football, it's a subject very common to Brazilians, because everybody likes to talk about, and right now everybody is worried about the next World Cup, and all the cities are preparing and make some organizations to receive a lot of people in Brazil.
So in this lesson, following the approach, we will involve the 4 language skills: listening, speaking, reading, and then the writing part as well with the assessment. So first, we are going to start with the speaking, because the students will talk to their classmates about the subject. And the teacher will encourage them to use the language or the language resource they already have. So it's not important if they don't have a large vocabulary. They just need to use what they know about the subject to develop a conversation with their classmates.
And after this activity, the students will be required to read a text and discuss it with the classmates, using all the previous knowledge about the subject. And at this moment, they will have the opportunity to incorporate some of the language used in the text.
And also, they will have to produce a written text to show their understanding of the subject. Because in the task-based language learning and the teaching approach, the outcome is very important. So that's why we are asking them to do this written text about the subject.
And here we have some references that we used in our lesson plan, like Ellis, Brandon, and Willis, that talking about our subject. So that's it. Bye.